We made it to South Lefroy on the Ningaloo coast, which is bloody 10 out of 10 spot.
We're staying here for 6 nights. We originally started out on site 42, which was a really good site, but we didn't really have beach views. And we were talking to some people down here that were leaving site 19. So we did end up moving because right in front of us is this.
Getting here, the road is pretty terrible. It took about an hour and a half to get 40 k's. We went in the South Ningaloo Coast Road. It gets bad, and then it gets good, and then it gets really bad the closer you get to camp. And it just feels like it never ends. But when you finally get here, it's worth every bit of bump and humps and all the stuff flying around in your car and all the creeks and stuff in the caravan. And thankfully we came out all good, but we still got to get out of here, so fingers crossed.
Just remember to drive to conditions, put your tires down. We stopped every probably
10 k's,
10 kilometers and just checked the fridge, checked that, you know, the cupboards weren't opening or anything and nothing was broken, so it all went well. We have been staying at our campsite all week. We've not really driven anywhere. We've really just been in the one spot. So we're in the car.
Heading out to the whaling station. Don't know how far it is, and just got told we got to drive over some sand dunes, kind of follow our nose to the next track, and yeah, we'll just see how we go. Let you know if we make it or not.
He's over here. So we just went and spoke to the caretaker about getting out to the whaling station. It's about 5 kilometers out from the campground, and he said be really careful, so you have to drive over sand dunes to get there, and there's no back on them, on some of them. So last year apparently someone went over it and the wife went through the windscreen.
So buckle up, people, don't be silly, you know, put your seatbelt on.
I don't really want that happening to me, so Rick's driving carefully. And he also said if you're going out to the whaling station, just to be careful with the kids. I didn't hear why. Because
there's heaps of like scrap steel and stuff laying around. And if you're going through South Lefroy, go see the camp host, because he's got some brochures to let you know what the whaling station was all about and the kind of history, so you're not just looking at scrap steel on the ground.
Vehicle risk area. Wasn't sure if you knew I was there for a second. To all my ladies that are out there camping that, like me, probably haven't washed their hair in a week, just remember it is a bit gross. There's so much sand in my hair. I found this out through TikTok. So if you're putting these clip claws in your hair, not sure if you can see that on the camera, and if you have like a car accident or something, these clip claws will go into the back of your head and cause major damage. So we're doing some bumpy riding out here, so I'm actually just going to take this out and embrace my messy hair rather than having an accident and regretting having that thing go inside of my head.
a starfish. Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good time. Blame it on the boogie. So this old whaling station here, apparently it was up and running for, I don't know, maybe 3 years I think, and they killed like 4,000 whales, and then they ran out of whales to kill. So we're going to go in the information centre in Exmouth, because apparently they got heaps of photos and stuff of back in the day and why they did it, and I don't understand. I like whales. Take you for a walk up here. Got to be careful with kids too, because there's heaps of scrap steel and stuff, so we left the pots in the car, because as you can see over here, you're literally walking and there's just steel. So I hope your tetanus needle's up to date. Well, there you go. Sorry about the wind, but the old killing station. Does anyone actually know why they killed whales? I don't know. Bit of Guernsey at that. Bloody scrap steel everywhere.
See all of this brown on the ground? All of that is steel that's just like decomposing.
Rusting away. The only good thing here is bloody the Chevy. Maybe it's Mandy sees we'll get this off and working again. I must have had some fun on these back in the day. Ooh. Ooh. Some sort of footings. Bit of a cut and polish and should be fine. Nothing wrong with it.
We're just driving through from the whaling station back to camp, and I think we might be bogged. I'll get out and have a look. Just kidding, it's a Chevy. This thing never gets bogged. Not a bad spot to pull up and have lunch. There is a whale right there, like not far at all, so Rick's gonna get the drone out. I'm so excited. hearts. And some turtles.
Turtles. Showered and ready for bed, but no room for me. One big dog and the other big galoot just laying in bed. I'm just trying to make the bed, mate. Moving on to the best part of the day. Good old Nespresso coffee machine in the caravan. Easy to use. Boss is waiting for her coffee.
Hi. That's sensitive information.
Bit of liquid gold going in there. On to brekkie duties now. I have to put the wind guard up. Got a little bit of wind coming in that direction. So I'm doing omelettes this morning. I don't normally cook, but giving it a go. Added me whisked egg in, wait for that to cook a bit, and then I'll chuck some cheese in there. What do you want for breakfast, mate? Breakfast? What about dinner? That is looking like a little cheesy omelette pizza. Now I've got to try flip the bloody thing. Successful little omelette for brekkie.
He's just requested that I go and get him a bag of chips because he's working so hard. Let's go see what he's up to. These two are only well behaved when they know we've got treats. They're off the lead and everything, and they're not running off. What are you doing?
Just getting some fishing rods ready for tonight. Hopefully catch some more squid like yesterday.
Oh wow! What the heck? What? What is that? Not
I
bad.
don't think they're good eating fish, but
They're pretty cool to look at.
cool, look at, yeah.
As you would have seen in our videos, Ricky caught some whopper squid. So we're going to chop it up, tenderize it and make it for dinner. Ideally we would want some lemon juice, but we don't have lemons.
Or kiwi fruit juice.
So we're just going with lime.
So you leave the lime juice on for half an hour just to tenderise it, ready for cooking, then wash it off and then go for your life.
So we've just added a burrito seasoning, which probably isn't the best for calamari, but it's the best we had. We're gonna put it in the fry pan in a shallow oil, 3 minutes roughly each side.
While Nick's cooking dinner, I'll take you for a walk of our site. Why the sky's looking pretty. So we're site 19 here. Big site, you got heaps of room. Got your own little private beach, which is cool. Look at that. Does not get much better than that, guys. That's our camp just there. They've shut number 18 down due to the tide getting a bit high, and it was flooding out this campsite, so they've shut it down. How's it going over there, Dales?
Brilliantly.
Brilliant. If only I could have a beer, but unfortunately had too many yesterday, so night off tonight. How's calamari going?
Good. Just about to flip them for the first time.
We've got the little food watcher up there just in case any scraps get dropped for later. The first ones are off, guys.
Ricky's just had this genius idea. I said to him, we're just gonna have to have the wraps not cooked. And he's like, well, what if we just put the barbecue grill on the gas top thing?
So anyone that's got a Darchi fire pit and a Dometic, can't really see it, Dometic pull-out kitchen, fits snug. Couldn't ask for a better fit. Cooked
And
with
look
tortillas.
how perfect they are. Last wrap is getting heated up, so it's time to go inside and eat. Pretty simple. We're just throwing in some wombat cabbage. Honestly, everything's green tonight because it's just everything we had in the fridge. Cucumber. Whoops. Some green capsicum. And we've got some spring onions and some coriander. Got the calamari on there, and we're just going to throw some Kewpie mayo on top. And dinner's ready to go. Dig in, darling.
Delicious.
How's your freshly caught calamari wrap?
Really good.
Looks good. What are you making, Dal?
I am making a $10. It was $10, but we had to buy 2 of these instead of the can of condensed milk. But under $10, it's going to be a little bit of a cheesecake jelly slice thing going on.
You're going to show us how to make it?
I can do. So I crush these up. Probably could do with some more crushing, but we don't have a rolling pin. So I've crushed them up, guys. In the next step, you got to get 180 grams of butter. Jesus. So turn this on. I don't use this very often. Alright, while that is going, we will chuck the kettle on. Chuck that on ready to make the jelly, but put an extra bit of water in there so you can make the wife a tea before bed. Get some brownie points. So butter's melted now. We will mix that in with our cookies, our Scotch fingers. Mix the butter in with the Scotch fingers. Put them in like that. Smash it around the base. Nick was busy, so she couldn't film for a minute. But anyway, we mixed a cup of boiling water, 3 teaspoons of gelatine, and 2 tubes of condensed milk. Should be 1 tin, but there was no tins available in the little shopping centre we were at. So just give that a good stir. And once it's stirred through, just set it aside and let it get to room temperature. So now the jelly part, pretty simple. I use aeroplane jelly because I love aeroplane jelly.
Aeroplane jelly for me.
So I just put the cup of hot water in first. Boiling water, 250 mils. Open your little satchel of jelly. Put that in there. Purple grape. 100 ml of cold water in there as well. And just give that a good stir.
What's next, Rick?
Alright, so we've got all the ingredients here. Had to let the condensed milk and boiling water get down to room temperature before you pour this over like that.
And how long do you put that in the fridge for?
1 hour. Alright, so that's sat in the fridge for an hour now. Now we'll just pour the jelly that we prepared over the top. I think Lily wants some dessert already.
Good night, guys.
It's morning tea time, and yesterday I made some slice. Let's see how it goes. Oh, look at that. You want a piece, Nick?
Yes, please.
Look at that. Oh, shit.
What did you do?
Just dropped a piece. MasterChef 2024. Eat your heart out. That is a hearty dessert. Just doesn't want to break.
Yeah.
Pretty impressed with myself. Structurally strong. Good for parties. In Mum's Tupperware container. Not going to flop around too much and fall.
We are around about there on the map of Australia, and this is our view. Stunning! just stepped out of bed and it's 10:30, which is very much unlike me. And I didn't really sleep in, but I just laid in bed for a few hours. Rick's just brushing the dogs there. And today's my day off. I work Monday through to Thursday and I get Fridays off. And the funny thing is I actually never plan anything for my Friday because it's exhausting, and it's nice to just have a day where there is no expectations. Yes, we are on the beach and living our best life, but it can be hard. You know, you're constantly thinking about, have you got enough fuel to get to the next destination? Have you got enough groceries to live remotely for an amount of time? Is there enough dog food? Like, there's honestly, that's like 3 of probably 10 things you have to think about every single day. Everyone has down days. You know, you have them at home as well, but just don't be too hard on yourself. If you feel like you need to lay in bed for a few extra hours, do it, because I feel a lot better now. Ricky's made me a coffee and I'm now just sitting in the sun enjoying this life. Kobe! That's on camera. It's our last night here at South Lefroy, so we are going to sit on the beach and enjoy our last sunset. Kobe is pulling me to the beach, you little turd. Very excited. Pretty sad to be leaving this beautiful spot tomorrow, but every time we leave somewhere it just means we're going to the next spot to have more good times and to make more memories.
Off to Exmouth tomorrow, should be good. Just got to get down that dreaded road again tomorrow.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with all of our travels.
Yo!
Kobe's off our lead. Kobe! So Kobe just ran off. So that was not the cool aesthetic sunset I was hoping for.
Woo!